Good afternoon, my name is Benjamin, and today you will know more about the beautiful island of Chiloé, home to pastoral landscapes, unique churches and houses, and where you can do all sorts of activities such as kayaking within a sunken forest, hunt for pre-Columbian artifacts on remote beaches, and of course, eat along the way. Here you will have a guide to Chiloé Island. Chiloé is the largest island of the country of Chile. It is found in the Pacific Ocean in northern Patagonia, about 1,200 kilometers south of Santiago de Chile. Despite its remoteness on the map, the island is easily accessible by local transport. If you're traveling from the south of the country, you will need to take a ferry from Chaitén to Castro or from Puerto Chacabuco, Puerto Cisnes to Gellón. Both routes are operated by Naviera Austral, a local ferry company that links the most remote parts of the Chilean fjords. Taking the ferry can take up to 24 hours, but it is a great reward as you will have the chance to navigate through the incredible landscape and you may have the chance to spot marine wildlife such as blue whales and dolphins. The closest city on the continent is Puerto Montt, a city I wouldn't advise to stay in, but an unavoidable stop towards Chile if you travel by bus, north to south. From the main terminal, you can catch a bus for 6,500 Chilean pesos. Note, the bus will take the ferry across the Canal de Chacao, but the fees are included in the ticket. You can also take a night bus from Santiago to Chile to Ancud. It should take around 15 hours. The north of the island is well connected by local bus between the main towns Castro and Ancud. There are local shuttles to smaller villages, but those are less frequent. It is probably best to rent a car in order to have the freedom to visit around. You can rent a car for 5 days at a cost of around 120,000 Chilean pesos and a top spend on petrol of 24 Chilean pesos. So you can go to remote beaches, Spanish forts, sunken forests, and the UNESCO churches of Chiloé that are not reachable by local transport. What makes the island of Chiloé so special is its spare landscapes and the rolling hills that are covered by its legendary fog. You can only encounter this in the less accessible part of the island. If you fancy experiencing what Chiloé has to offer, a self-guided tour of the island is the key. When talking about Chiloé, there are many towns to visit, such as Ancud, Kemchi, Quinchao, Dalcahue, and Castro, and many things to do. For example, lovers on handicrafts and woodwork will adore Castro. Home to fishermen and campers, the city has evolved to be made entirely of wood. Each building is different in its shapes, designs, and color. You could easily spend hours wandering around looking at the houses. Next up on the list is to find the palafitos, traditional wooden houses built on stilts above the water. To see the reflection of the palafitos in the water while the sun lights the houses with a golden touch, it is best to go at low tide. And if it coincides with sunset, you are bound for an incredible view. The palafitos can be found all along the coastline, but for the best views, head to the Mirador Gamboa in the south of the town and to the Indura Market on the Panamericana heading north. Inevitable, if you walk along the Rio Chagua, you will find cafes, hotels, and restaurants built on steel houses that you might be able to visit. Also worth a mention is the towering central point in the main square, the San Francisco Church, with its popping yellow and purple painting. The Church of Castro was one of the first on the island, but in attempt to convert the local indigenous population to Catholicism. The current church was finished in 1812 after the previous ones had burned down. You can visit for free. We will also recommend visiting by at night to see it entirely lit. For a good lunch on fresh fish, head to the Mercado Municipal near the harbor. You will find local fishermen selling already made ceviche and stalls where to buy fresh vegetables, fish, and cheese. If you are not a fan of raw fish, head to the bus station. In the small park nearby, you will find a truck selling tasty empanadas. And for those willing to cook in their hostel, The main road will be your go-to to find stores, butchers, and bakery. There are a few hostels in Castro that tend to get fully booked during the high season. The cheapest one will be found in the center of the town near the main square, Plaza de Armas. You can stay at the Hostal Backpacker Chiloé Sur, which is fine for single travelers. Couple may prefer the Hostel Playa Siloé for more privacy. If you prefer staying in a Palafito, have a look at Palafito Ster or Palafito Azul. Prices may vary. Well, that's all about Castro in Chiloé. If you'd like to know more about other places, do not doubt contact me for information. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. See you next time.